here we go for little video number 2. Really hope you can see me because it's not very easy in here, there's not a lot of space. So, just lie yourself down on the floor, arms by your sides. Make sure you've got some length through the back of your neck. Just take a few nice deep breaths. So as you breathe in, breathing wide into the sides of the rib cage. And as you breathe out, just sink down into the mat. So breathing in, breathing wide into the sides of the rib cage, breathing out, sink down into the mat. Couple more breaths. Let those arms relax by your sides. Just bring your feet together and then step your toes apart. Bring your heels in line with those toes, so your feet are hip width apart. On your next out breath, you're very gently going to roll your pelvis towards you, so you just flatten into the mat. And as you breathe in, you're going to roll the pelvis away, so you just arch away from the mat ever so slightly. So breathing out. Sink the back into the mat, roll the pelvis towards you, breathing in, rolling away. So only using as much effort as it takes to just get that little bit of movement. Staying nice and relaxed. Breathing out to roll the pelvis towards you, breathing in to roll the pelvis away. And then we'll just settle into a nice neutral position. So you can always make the diamond with your hands, pop your thumbs in your belly button, fingers down towards the legs. Just check that your diamond is completely level. And that should mean you have just a little pocket of air right under the centre of your lower back, just in the middle. You want to feel like the rib cage is heavy and sinking down into that mat. Okay, so we shall start with a single leg stretch. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, think about engaging through those deeper tummy muscles. So just drawing your little bony hip points at the front of the pelvis towards each other and sliding one leg away. Breathing in to come back again. Same on the other side. Breathing out. Find that lift and wrap through the tummy muscles. Breathing in to come back again. That is my sock on my couch. Nothing else, I promise. There it goes again. So, just check that nothing is changing through the position of your body. Keeping that neutral position through the lower back and pelvis. Collarbones are wide, shoulders are relaxed. Breathing out to slide the leg away. Breathing in to come back again. Just want to check those legs are travelling along nice parallel train tracks. They're always hip width apart. Your little kneecaps always pointing up towards the ceiling. Not rolling in, not rolling out, always pointing up towards the ceiling. So we'll go one more each side. And come back. And we'll take the hands up towards the ceiling. We're going to do some scapular isolations. So we're going to breathe in, just float those fingers up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, let the shoulders sink back down to the floor. All the time, keeping the length through the back of the neck stays relaxed, rib cage stays heavy into the mat. So as you breathe in, floating the hands up, and as you breathe out, sinking the shoulders down. You want your palms facing each other. You want those hands to stay shoulder width apart and arms stay straight. as the shoulders sink down, just widening across the collarbones, widening across the back of the shoulders. Go for one more. And then just settle the shoulders into a neutral position so you still feel that width across the collarbones and across the back of the shoulders. And we'll go into some arm circles. So breathing out, let the hands travel towards the wall behind you. Breathing in to come around in your half circle. Breathing out to reach back. Breathing in to come around. And again, we're just moving through your shoulders. Rib cage stays heavy. Just check that bottom rib at the back of the rib cage is still heavy into the mat. Neck stays relaxed. So if your shoulders are a little bit clunky again, maybe make that circle a little bit smaller. Check that your palms face each other as the hands travel backwards. And then the palms face up towards the ceiling as those arms come around. Go one more in this direction and then pause. And then take those circles the other way. This time you're breathing out as the hands come up through the centre. You're breathing in as those arms travel wide. One more this way and then pause. So we'll take it into a double leg stretch. As you breathe out, reach the hands backwards, one leg slides away, and as those hands come around, the leg slides back in. And then the other side. So you've got more of a challenge now to maintain neutral through lower back and pelvis, maintain the connection of the rib cage, so your body position doesn't change, you're just working through both those shoulders and one leg. Let's go one more on each side. Okay, so we're going to take our hands now, we're going to put one hand under each side of the bottom, so you're just sat on your hands, palms down. So have a little roll of the pelvis backwards and forwards again and reset neutral. Check feet to hip width apart. So we're going to do our level 1 hip twist. Sorry, my couch is really squeaky. If you can hear those noises, it is just the couch or the reformer platform or whatever you call it. So we're going to go into our level 1 hip twist. Have a breath in as you breathe out. Think about drawing those little bony hip points towards each other and open one knee to the side. Breathe in and come back again. And then the other side. Breathing out to open, breathing in to come back. And all the time you want to focus on keeping the weight the same into both of your hands. So you might feel that as the knee opens, your pelvis would like to follow that knee. You really keep the weight equal into both of your hands all of the time. That means your pelvis stays level. So just check that as the one knee opens, the other knee stays pointing straight up towards the ceiling all of the time. Because essentially if that other knee is sneaking out, that means it's going to counterbalance you. And we want your tummy muscles to work to control your position as opposed to that counterbalance. So if that feels as though it's going fairly well, just pause. Take those hands out from under there, reset your neutral. Maybe bring your hands up onto the front of the pelvis so you can just feel what's going on. We'll do the same again. Breathing out to open one knee to the side. Breathing in to come back. And then the other way. And you should be able to feel a little bit of tensioning under those fingers. The fingers are just about an inch in and down from the bony hip points on the front of the pelvis. And it's under there you can feel your deepest layer of tummy muscles, your transversus abdominis. And we want that to be working gently all of the time. About a 30% effort contraction. Just keeping you stable. as you move through your legs. And then we'll go one more each side. And come back to the centre. Right, we'll glue our legs together now. If you're on the floor, which I assume you will be, you can take those arms a bit wider. As I'm on my reformer, just to keep my arms by my side. So if you wish to, you come a little bit flatter into the mat before we start. We're going to have a breath in, and we're going to go into our level 2 hip twist. So we're going to breathe out, take the knees across to one side, let the top foot come off and away from the mat. Pause for a breath in, breathe out. Think about your ribs drawing back to the mat, then your waist, and then your bottom, and then the same the other way. So you're breathing out to take the knees across, pausing for a breath in, breathe out, draw the ribs back to the mat, then the waist, and then your bottom, and just keep working gently from one side to the other. You might look over the opposite shoulder if you want to, but moving nice and slowly, focusing on getting those ribs, then the waist, and then the bottom back to the mat. And you want to keep those knees glued together. The top knee feels as though it's reaching out towards the far wall. Hold for your in-breath, breathe out and draw back again. Let's go one more each side. You might find yourself wriggling down your mat. Doesn't matter. And then coming back to the centre. Okay, let's bring feet to hip width apart. We're going to work into level 1 scissors. So check your position again, collarbones wide, shoulders drawing away from the ears, neutral through lower back and pelvis. And we're going to breathe out, engage through those deeper tummy muscles and float one leg up to tabletop. Breathe in and float that leg back down again. Same on the other side. So you just feel that you're creasing at the front of the hip and then opening at the front of the hip. And you want your legs to feel light as feathers. You're focusing your energy into those deeper tummy muscles. Finding that lift and wrap through the pelvic floor and the lower tummy, or focusing on drawing those little bony hip points towards each other. Or if you want to, you can imagine your big cold pebble on your lower tummy. And you're just gently drawing your lower tummy away from that really cold pebble. Doesn't matter, as long as you can find that bit of tensioning through those deeper muscles. Okay, let's go one more each side. And I'm going to come into double tabletop. So when you're ready, breathe out, float the first leg up. Think about those ribs sinking down towards the hips, and then breathe out and float the second leg up. So just notice what's going on through your neck. You might want to have a little look over one shoulder, look over the other, come back to the centre. Think about your soft peach between your chin and your chest. Collarbones are still wide. So we'll do some level 2 scissors. We'll breathe out, tap a set of toes on the floor, breathe in to come back up. And then the other side. So just staying nice and stable through the body, keeping that connection of the ribs towards the hips. Breathing out to tap that set of toes down, breathing in to come back up. So I haven't mentioned head cushions. Hopefully you've grabbed a little head cushion from your sofa or wherever. You want to try and find a position where you've got length through the back of your neck. You're comfortable and relaxed through your neck and shoulders. You don't want your chin in your chest, and you don't want your chin up towards the ceiling. You want to feel like you've got your soft peach just between that chin and chest, and you can keep it there without squashing it, without letting it roll away. Okay, pause after the next one. We're going to single leg stretch. We're going to breathe out, reach one set of toes towards the light switch, breathe in and come back again. And then the other leg. So I'm not sure if my camera is going to pick this up or not. We just don't have a lot of space in here. But you are reaching that leg away, so it makes a 45-degree angle to the floor. The leg straightens, the toes reach out. You're really trying to open up through that hip, stay strong through those tummy muscles. Keep thinking about your big cold pebble, gently drawing your tummy away from that, or your lift and your wrap, whatever it is you think about. Well done. Pause. We're going to take those hands up towards the ceiling. We're going to turn it into a double leg stretch. So as that leg reaches out, both hands travel towards the wall behind you. As the leg folds back in, those arms come around. So if you can maintain neutral, fabulous. If you feel like you're struggling to maintain neutral, just flatten your back gently into the mat a little bit more. Ideally, we're looking for neutral, but if you struggle with that, it's much better to be a little flatter than to let your back arch away from the mat. Well done. We're going to go one more each side. One, and then curl into your little ball and have a little roll side to side. Okay, so we'll just work into a little bit of bridge for the last bit on this video. So we'll have feet hip width apart. You want your heels to be a bit closer into your bottom. So ideally, if you can feel them with your fingers, that's great. Otherwise, just closer than they would usually be. So one little head cushion is fine, or flat on the floor is also good. So shoulders drawing away from the ears, fingers reaching towards the feet. You're going to breathe out, sink your ribs down, roll your pelvis towards you, and then keep rolling that pelvis. Squeeze into those glutes and heel up into your bridge. Hold for a breath in at the top. Check those ribs are still soft. It's your bum working to get those hips high. Breathing out to peel yourself back down again. So have a breath in. As you breathe out, sink your ribs down. Roll the pelvis towards you. Keep the ribs connected as you squeeze through your bottom. Open up through those hips. Hold for a breath in at the top. Breathe out and peel yourself back down again and release to neutral. So keep working with that. Really visualise your backbone in the centre of your back. You're peeling up along that central line and you're peeling back down along that central line. You want to increase the challenge a little bit. Pause at the top. Hold that position as you breathe in. Reach those hands overhead. Just leave them on the floor as you then peel back down to the mat again. And those arms return. So it's just increasing the challenge, the mobility challenge through the upper back. Keep those ribs connected. Sinking down through the chest first, then thinking about the waistband coming back to the mat before your bottom. Let's go for 2 more. Last one. And then we will draw one knee in, draw the other knee in, have a little roll side to side. Okay, so we'll just make our way up to stand. You can roll yourself up to sit, or just come over onto one side. Come onto all fours, tuck those toes. I've probably gone out of shot now. You're going to keep the hands on the mat. You're going to take the hips up towards the ceiling. Have a couple of breaths there. Keep the knees bent. And then when you're ready, drop the tailbone and unroll back up